Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
Then you hear a lot about Bone Thugs and Harmony. And I'm
Right.
not speaking on just the thing with like, if you hear Crazy Bone album or a Busy Bone album, I'm talking about Bone Thugs and Harmony. It's a different thing, and I'm quite sure the fans should know that. It's a different thing between having a Crazy Bone album and a Busy Bone album and a Lazy Bone album opposed to having a Bone Thugs and Harmony album. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's,
Right.
that's when you got all them cats in one room, man. You'll be amazed at what you see. They work very well together, man. I mean, it's nothing like you never seen in the world, really.
That's good to hear, man. That's real good to hear. Speaking on those solo albums, we got Crazy's album, Busy's album, Lazy's album. Flesh even has his solo albums. What about Wish? Is Wish? I mean, there's rumors that he's coming out with the solo sooner or later. Do you know anything about that? Anything you can tell us?
I heard something about it. I used to talk to him about it. He said he was thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know whether if he made his mind up or not yet. But at this point in time, I wouldn't do it.
Right.
Probably do it right after they did the Bone album.
Right after the Unified.
Say what now?
I said right after the Unified.
And right after the Unified, I would do it then because I would put more concentration into the Unified
Yeah.
and just go ahead and do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. That's what I think. That's what I think the fans will want too. I think we're really looking forward to that album.
I'm pretty sure the fans is waiting on this Unified whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like none other, man. Like none other. We're waiting on it.
Because, I mean, it's a beautiful project that's being put together, man.
And it's a reunion. It's awesome. Yeah.
And the November 30th show, yeah, that's going to be a nice show, too.
Nice. We'll be looking forward to that, too. We heard about Bone having some issues with Interscope and wanting to get off that label.
Yeah, they did have some issues with Interscope. I didn't really get too much involved with it because that was, pretty much their business.
Right.
So I didn't really get involved with too much of that, just from my own aspect of looking at it, I was like, in today's world, you really don't need a record company.
No doubt.
And because the only thing they're going to do is just give you a loan and then promote you. These guys are promoted worldwide, so I'm just like, okay, y'all don't really need a record company. That was something that I would just tell, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, it was up for them as a group to work it out. So, I'm thinking they on that last leg of working that out with the label. They over in Australia right now, so once I hear from Lay, I can find out more and elaborate more on that.
So you don't know whether or not they're still on there or not?
No.
Okay.
Not totally like off or on. Not right at this moment.
If they were to totally go off, do you know if they have any other labels that they're looking at, or if they're gonna independently drop it, or what's gonna go on? I mean, with the Unified.
Well, I know it's a lot of labels that's looking at them. You know what I mean? It's a lot of labels that's looking at them. But just from me thinking about it and what I would do, or I would suggest that they did in this situation now today, is drop it independent. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
I'm like, why would you want to, I would just drop it. Especially that drop it. Y'all don't need really nothing but to go in and make a deal. But because the fans is where the music is going.
No doubt. No doubt. Do you think if they did drop it independently, that it would be as big as perhaps they wanted to get, like, the Crossroads? And do you think they get, basically what I'm asking, do you think that they get the public relations, if you will, pull on it to where, it's going to be on the BT and, what I'm saying, the radio stations and shit like that?
Well, yeah, they already, I figure they already got, they already made those connections being in the game, period. You know what I'm saying? So the only thing they got to do is just go talk with folks.
Right.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? You go talk with a few people and get your videos together and just, you know, drop it.
No doubt.
You know, and that's about it. Because to me, it's a whole different market now. So just do that. And it's going to do basically the same thing, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I do a lot more. Just with the internet alone, so worldwide, you know what I mean? So it's like, and the whole multimedia package that we're putting together right now is going to be kind of based around that, in a sense, because I really looked at, that's where the Boneyard part thing comes in at and all that, because we're really putting together an engine to answer all of these questions without them having to be asked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You'll be able to see it firsthand as we get it. Like live, you can, you know, you'll see a clip of something. It's like I'm gonna start filming everything, which we have been filming everything. So those are going to get released too in a minute.
Yeah.
Lazy was talking about that. He was talking about releasing a lot of clips from the Unified, making up the Unified.
Right.
Yeah. Then also when we actually went to pick up the actual reunion of the Unified when we went up north.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can see that on we have that on at thewords.com.
Okay.
We have that as a download right now.
Besides yourself, what other producers are going to be working on Unified?
Oh, it's a lot, man.
Is it?
And I can't really say exactly who's making the album.
Uh-huh.
But it's a lot of producers, man. A lot of.
Who would you say is your favorite Bone member? I know that's kind of putting you on the spot, but you know it's a fan question. They want to know.
Lazy?
Lazy?
Yeah, because we've been together, man, since day one. So that's like my little brother. I used to watch out for him. So, you know, when everybody asks me that question, it'd be him because that's like my little brother.
Right.
I mean,
No
I
doubt.
think the way I look at it creatively, it's like, it's hard to say because I produce those dudes, you know what I'm saying? And I have to have all of them in order for me to feel the whole thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All of them have to be there, man, and that's something that people really enjoy.
No doubt.
That's how the whole East 1999 Art Award thing happened.
Yeah, and that, if you ask the fans, 9 times out of 10, man, most of them are gonna say their favorite albums are East 1999 and the Art Award. No doubt, those were, you know,
Yeah,
classics.
we was just having fun, man. I had to keep the music fun, keep the party going, you know what I'm saying, and just keep it real, keep it 100 on whatever you feeling. You know, that's what it is. So I'm just like, do that, man, and let's keep it moving. So at that point, man, back then, them cats was doing like, 5, 6 songs a night. You know, they still doing the same thing now.
No doubt.
It was a different vibe because of, just the business structure part of it. I was like, y'all need to get that out the way first and then get back to the music.
No doubt.
You can't do both of those at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, go ahead and handle your business first, then get back to the creative part of what y'all do. I want to send a shout out to all the Bones fans. Keep supporting my niggas, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to keep supporting y'all. Most definitely. And I want to send a shout out to the Words Project for doing that thing. And that's like a shout out to my damn self because it's all good.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Rick and the whole Word Count, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And I want to send a shout out to my brother Big Fool. Send a shout out to LCT, Most Love. Shout out to all my niggas in the South. You know, this is DJ Dragos for the Wasteland.com.